Hey guys, it's Ashley for day 3 of Project 366. I am on my way to my interview and I'm not really feeling very good. I've had a long week of applying and things like that, and yeah, I think I wore myself out pretty much. Anyway, I guess I'll let you know how the interview went and everything. And I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Alright? Bye. Okay, so I am on my way to my interview. And it's at this place right here, which looks kind of sketchy. But we'll see what happens and stuff. Alright. But it's just an old building. Really just looks scary. Anyways, I guess I'll see you guys after the interview, and I'll let you know how it goes. Bye. Hey guys, just got home from my interview, and that was pretty interesting, It was kind of freaky. When I first walked in there, the guy that was interviewing me had no teeth, first off. And so when he talked, he was like, no, 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 without teeth. It was really funny. But anyway, and he was dressed in a Hawaiian t-shirt and khaki shorts. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get raped by my interviewer. But anyways, he went on to ask me, typical interview questions, like work experience and yada yada yada. And at the end of the questions, he gave some scenarios and asked, what would I do if those situations came up? And it was interesting because they were all like really spooky scenarios. I was like, that is just odd. Like, you wouldn't think that kind of stuff would happen or anything anyways. But I answered them the best I could, And then he was like, well, I want to give you a tour of the place. He goes, but there's something you have to know before we go over there in case something happens. I was like, okay. He goes, well, this building is actually extremely haunted. Okay. And so there had been reports of, desks and things like that moving in the classrooms, phones ringing with no connection cord, scents and perfumes smells that linger, in rooms that are vacant, and there was people hearing footsteps coming inside doors that were closed, and locked windows that kept on opening and closing, basketball games going on when the gym is dark and nobody's in there, and at night Indian drums would play and just things like that. And he said, and that's not the most intriguing part of the whole entire thing. Really? Then what is, And he was like, well, there's actually been sightings of apparitions inside the custodial offices. And I like freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, like really? Like, and he said, yeah, and that every custodian that they had worked for a few months, and then the apparitions would start showing up, and then all of a sudden they wouldn't have a custodian anymore. And he was like, so it's just been him, he's done all the custodial work for many, many years off and on, with when they couldn't find somebody else to do it. And so he's like, um, after after going through all that, the interview processes and everything like that, he decided that, this time he was just going to be upfront and tell everybody that he interviewed um, what goes on, so they know what they're up against, per se they wanted to take on the job. And he said that, um, considering it's haunted, he has to set the bar pretty high on his wages to just to keep people interested. So he offered like $15 an hour for full time, for the day shift. And I was like, heck yeah, 15 bucks an hour is like the highest paying job I've ever had. I was even a CNA and didn't even get 10 bucks an hour, wiping people's butts and stuff. And I was like, just to be able to see that kind of stuff in person would be awesome. That would be some sick YouTube content. Per se, I I got the job, and I I caught some of that stuff on tape or whatnot. That would be so sick. That would be so awesome. Like, just, back when I had cable, I used to watch that show. I forget what it's called, but they went in with all their cameras and devices and stuff, and went into haunted places to see if they caught anything. And I was always interested in that show, and you know I think it would be an awesome opportunity. Like, I know that seems creepy, but I think it'd be really, really cool. But anyways, that's how my interview went, and he said, pretty much all but me and two other people said screw you and screw off on this job because it was haunted. Um, so I know my chances are lucky, because there's only three of us semi-interested. So, anyways, I guess that's it, and I have a lot of chores I gotta do today. I need to get laundry taken care of and dishes and stuff like that. So today's just kind of a laid back, do house chores type of day. So, um, I guess we'll see you later.
Hey guys, I just got done at the laundromat and it's a blizzard outside. And yeah, I had to change coats before I went because it started to get really, really cold. And so, um, anyway, I just wanted to show you guys it's really pretty. Um, anyways, um, yeah, I guess I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Okay, so I just got home from laundry, Matt, and I got to looking at like the background of the the haunted building just because it was interesting to me. And it turns out that the building was built back in the late 1800s, and let me see what it says here. It says that um, that there was a bunch of like vigilant killings because a gang had taken over the town, and some of the bodies were buried in the vicinity of the building. But when they built it, the townspeople made sure that the bodies were elsewhere before they built the building. And it used to be an old school, but now they use it for like dancing and karate classes and stuff like that. And so now they call it the Civic Center. And let's see. There was a woman that died of cancer in the building back in the 1970s. A janitor that died in the hospital of cancer as well. A janitor that died of brain injuries from falling downstairs. So just things like that. So there is a little bit of a background there. Kind of awesome. It's really interesting, finding out stuff like that. But anyways, I guess that's gonna be my video for the day. I should probably let you guys go since this video is like 12 minutes long. But anyways, that's day 3 of Project 366. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.